And welcome to our Course in Miracles, Lessons in Miracles. So this is our part of our discussion. I'm Karen Palmer, and I'm here with my co-host, beautiful Auntie Jean, and our amazing family. We have beautiful Christine, beautiful Charlie, and the beautiful Gracie. And tonight, we are going to be discussing our final review, which was the last message was, I rest in God and I am as God created me. And then we'll be moving into our assignment for tomorrow, which is lesson 121, forgiveness is the key to happiness. For now, I don't know, would you like to do the meditation, Auntie Jean? Would you like to take us into our heart tonight? That would be wonderful.
You go ahead, because I like your meditation.
Okay. Hello, Isabel. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so let's just take this moment. You know, this is a beautiful time that we come together and we just let ourselves really feel into that universal one heart. So feel yourself just dropping down. I love that feeling of, when we are so consumed in our thoughts, in our feelings, in our emotions. That always means that we are filled with illusions. Because when we drop into our heart and we realize that all our emotions, all our thoughts, all our feelings, they've all been conditioned and programmed. And when we drop into our heart and we come with completely open hands and an open heart, we can let go of all the things that are not pure, unconditional, original, innocent love. So feel into that. Just feel yourself just knowing with certainty that everything that ever has been is being completely erased. And this instant is the only time there is. And we are feeling into and resting in the eternal presence, eternal grace, eternal love, and eternal life with no opposites. Just feeling, not trying to think about or understand or make sense of anything. Just feeling a love beyond all time, space, dimensions, beyond anything that we have ever experienced in this human condition, and letting ourselves just rest in the divine love, the divine light, the divine wisdom that washes away anything that is not love. all blocks, all barriers, all obstacles, all illusions, as we rest in love. We rest in that stillness. And as we rest here, we think of all of creation, all the loving, living beings on the planet. And we radiate this love, this divine love. It's overflowing like a beautiful waterfall. It's flowing into every heart and every mind, into every imagined, dreamed, separated self. As we remember the truth, all is one, all is love, all is light. And we gently forgive ourselves for believing that any of this illusion of separation was real. We know with pure sincerity that only love is real. And as we come back into this moment, just knowing that we carry that with us, knowing that we bring this feeling, this knowing, this certainty, this love into all of our actions, into all of our words, into all of our relationships, into everything. We are love's presence. So let's get into our nice little discussion. Anybody want to share a little bit about their day and how this lesson has been helpful?
I am happy and joyful and perfect and everything time timing.
Oh, so beautiful, Christine. And welcome, Catherine.
Catherine's here. Hi, Catherine.
Yes, and big hugs to you, Isabel. We're so happy you're here. Big hugs, Catherine. So happy you're here.
Hi, Isabel.
Yep.
So our lesson that we are reviewing is I rest in God and I am as God created me. So anybody want to share about those lessons? And Isabel, if you'd like to share anything, just type it right into the chat and we'll be happy to share it.
I feel like I've been sharing about this for 3 days.
You know, Auntie Jean, I love when you share, though. So please continue to share.
Oh, I just love this lesson. I just love it, and it's like it doesn't take any time at all anymore for me to just close my eyes and say, "I rest in God," and I'm there. You know, and it just feels so warm, so good. And you know, I ran across something. It has a little bit to do with this, I think, in one of the supplementary books I'm reading, The Course in Miracles Made Easy. And he was talking about Star Trek. And remember the simulation deck that they had on Star Trek?
Mm-hmm.
He says that's what illusions are like. We've made a projection of a world, that's not real. It's not real. It's just there. And the way to get rid of it, it just made me feel so good. The way to get rid of it was to say, game over,
Mm.
and it would disappear. And we would see the world. I just love that. I love putting it in practical terms because, saying everything's an illusion, you say, okay, what exactly is an illusion? That's a pretty good description. It's like a simulation that isn't real, but it seems very real when you're in it, but it's not. So I love that. And this lesson, I just love. So I know it's going to be one I keep coming back to again and again.
Yeah.
You lose Catherine again?
I like when they said that the bird with broken wings sing and the stream long dry begins to flow again. When you're sitting in that stillness, you can just imagine things happen and beautiful that is. Yeah. That's what really, I connected with that. I mean, it's just powerful. Just sitting at rest in God. It's like it's godly.
Yeah, I love when they give those visualizations too. I love those beautiful visuals, and it just feels like Jesus is sitting there with you, talking with you, and just you can just rest like you're hanging out with a really good friend, and just hearing those beautiful, hearing the birds singing again, and just feeling that refreshment. It's like a big nice big drink of lemonade, on a hot day when you have a big sip of lemonade and you just feel like you quenched your thirst. I feel like sometimes when some of these beautiful lessons that we're coming into that are coming up are some of my absolute favorites. But this one's one of my favorites too. Anything you want to share, Miss Beautiful Gracie?
I'm just listening. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, well, let's check out for first of all, let's check out what Miss Pam has to say about our lesson that's coming up here. I always love to hear what she has to say. So let's see. We are coming into, so as the review, deleting all my mad ideas. How about that? Deleting all my mad ideas. The universe looks like a machine and more like one big thought. Need to know. Chill in the truth, and I am as the dude created me. Here's the skinny. I lay aside my faith in the alternative reality of limitation, sickness, doom, and gloom. I let go of all perceptual adjustments. I made it up to justify my beliefs. I joyously release any idea that interferes with love, happiness, light, and peace. Today I chill. So that's resting in God in Pam's terminology. I love that.
That's the one we just did today.
Yeah, that's the one we just did.
Right.
And then the one that we'll be doing for today is not forgiveness again. Anything will give up its secrets if you love it enough. We give the dying one simple instruction: walk into the light. Forgiveness is the key to happiness, offers the same piece of advice, only it urges us to do it today. Do it now. Don't wait. Admittedly, it uses slightly different verbiage, but get this into your noggin. All it really means is walk toward the light. In whatever situation you find yourself, walk toward the light. Don't get stopped by appearances, by judgments, or by conviction that what's happening is wrong. That bastard is evil. Keep moving forward toward the light. Today, we pick someone who isn't our favorite, as the Course says, someone who's already popped into your head, into your mind. That person will do. Don't try to make this hard. Try on this mantra. Forgiveness is surprisingly easy. Don't focus on what happened in the past. Simply call that person up in your mind. That's where it is anyway. And notice them in the light. If you look and listen carefully, you can't help but see it. If you open yourself up to now, the light becomes so apparent that you will marvel in this. How did I miss this before? That light is really all you want. It's the key to your happiness. It's the answer to every alleged problem and devastation you think you have. Don't wait for your deathbed. Walk toward the light today. So that's her take on it. And then let's see what we're reading from the Sparkly edition. So that's pretty fun. I love that she makes it so lighthearted, you know. I love her take on it, you know. And yes, and Catherine, if you have anything you'd like to share, just go right ahead and type it into the chat and we'll share it out for you. Isabel, you too, sweetheart. Anything you want to share, just type it into the chat and we're happy to share it. But the lesson itself is forgiveness is the key to happiness. Here is the answer to your search for peace. Here is the key to meaning in a world that seems to make no sense. Here is the way to safety in apparent dangers that appear to threaten you at every turn. Bring uncertainty to all your hopes or ever finding quietness and peace. Here are all your questions answered. Here, the end of all uncertainty ensured at last. The unforgiving mind is full of fear and offers love no room to be itself, no place where it can spread its wings in peace and soar above the turmoil of the world. The unforgiving mind is sad, without the hope of respite and release from pain. It suffers and abides in misery, peering about in darkness, seeing not yet, certain of its dark lurking there. The unforgiving mind is torn with doubt, confused about itself and all it sees, afraid and angry, weak and blustering, afraid to go ahead, afraid to stay, afraid to waken, and afraid to go to sleep, afraid of every sound, yet more afraid of stillness, terrified of darkness, yet more terrified at the approach of light. What can an unforgiving mind perceive but its damnation? What can it behold except the proof that all its sins have been real? The unforgiving mind sees no mistakes, but only sins. It looks upon the world with sightless eyes and shrieks as it beholds its own projections rising to attack its miserable parody of life. It wants to live, yet wishes it were dead. It wants forgiveness, yet it sees no hope. It wants to escape, yet can conceive of none because it sees sinfulness everywhere. The unforgiving mind is in despair without the prospect of a future which can offer anything but more despair. Yet it regards its judgment of the world as irreversible and does not see it has condemned itself to this despair. It thinks it cannot change, for what it sees bears witness that its judgment is correct. It does not ask because it thinks it already knows. It does not question because it believes it is right. But forgiveness is acquired. It is not inherent in the mind, which cannot sin. As sin is an idea you taught yourself, forgiveness must be learned by you as well, but from a teacher other than yourself who represents the other self in you. Through him, you learn how to forgive the self you think you made and let it disappear. Thus, you return your mind as one to him who is yourself and who can never sin. Each unforgiving mind presents you with an opportunity to teach your own how to forgive itself. Each one awaits release from hell through you and turns to you imploringly for heaven here and now. It has no hope, but you have become its hope. And as its hope, do you become your own? The unforgiving mind must learn through your forgiveness that it has been saved from hell. And as you teach salvation and freedom, you will learn. Yet, all your teaching and all your learning will not be of you, but of the teacher of love who was given you to show you the way. Today, we practice learning how to forgive. If you are willing, you can learn today to take the key to happiness and use it on your own behalf. We will devote 10 minutes in the morning and at night, 10 more to learning how to give forgiveness and receive forgiveness too. The unforgiving mind does not believe that giving and receiving are the same, yet we will try to learn today that they are one through practicing forgiveness toward one whom you think of as an enemy and one who you consider a friend. And as you learn to see them both as one, we will extend this lesson to yourself and see that their escape includes your own. Begin the longer practice periods by thinking of someone you do not like, who seems to irritate you or cause regret in you. If you should meet him, one you actively despise or merely try to overlook. It does not matter what the form your anger takes. You probably have chosen this one already. Now close your eyes and see this one in your mind and look for a while. Try to perceive some light, somewhere a little gleam, which you had never noticed before. Try to find some little spark of brightness shining through the ugly picture that you hold of this. Look at this picture till the light somewhere within, and then try to let this light extend until it covers completely and makes the picture beautiful and good. Look at this changed perception for a while and turn your mind to one that you call a friend. Try to transfer the light you learned to see around your former enemy to this one. Perceive this one now as more than a friend to you, for it is the light of this innocence that shows you your Savior saved and saving, healed and whole. Then let him offer you the light that you see in him, and let your enemy and your friend all unite in blessing you with what you gave. Now are you one with all, and they are all one with you. Now have you all been forgiven. Do not forget throughout the day the role forgiveness plays in bringing happiness to every unforgiving mind. With yours among them, every hour, tell yourself, forgiveness is the key to happiness. I will awaken from the dream that I am mortal, fallible, and full of sin, and know that I am perfect and one with God. Boy, that's a powerful lesson. So that'll be our day tomorrow, and we will have our beautiful Mama P back. So we are blessing our amazing sister, our beautiful soul sister, Sharon Ria, as she is graduating and having a wonderful celebration. So we are celebrating with you, our beautiful Mama P and our beautiful Sharon.
Yeah.
We wish you the very, very best of everything. And we will be changing hats now.
Yeah.
And we invite everyone to stay along and chant along with us. We're going into our chanting for change. So we will be doing our first chant. The first chant is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And Auntie Jean, do you want to tell us about that?
Yes. This first chant that we're going to do is a chant that will remove all barriers from the way of taking in the truth. And what we're going to do is do the first three slowly, make a slight declaration, and then we'll do the 108. And when we get done with that, I'll let you know. And then our beautiful Karen will do a slight meditation on freedom, and we'll go on to the second chant. So we're declaring that all obstacles are being removed from our mind and our heart. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Next, we are removing all barriers from the same places. But barriers sometimes are things we put up ourselves for protection. So we are letting go of all of those. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And then lastly, we are doing away with all the illusions. We're saying game stop, and all we're going to see is the truth. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
So just feel into that freedom. Feel into that feeling of no obstacles, no barriers, and no illusions. And as we move into this complete certainty, we are open to receive the miracles. And we will go into our next chant, which is the miracle chant. And that is Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. I want to say hello to our miracle Marlene, who is here. Welcome. Welcome. So we will chant our next chant, and I will let our beautiful Auntie Jean tell us all about what we'll be doing next.
Next, now that we have eliminated all those barriers, we are going to bring in the miracles. And to do that, we're going to chant the miracle chant. And I also like to call it the love chant. So I just want you to know that we're not the only ones doing this chant, but millions of people all over the world do it. So we're going to do the first 3 slowly, and then we're going to do the 108. And I'll let you know and when we're done, and then Karen will lead us into a wonderful closing part of our program. So we are declaring that everyone is accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
We are also declaring that everyone is happy and healthy, no matter what the illusion seems like. Nam
Myoho Renge
Kyo.
And lastly, that we are living in peace and harmony, and that there is no more suffering. Everyone is free from illusions.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Renge Kyo.
Yeah.
Nam Myoho 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 Renge
Oh,
Kyo.
yeah.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Yeah.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Okay, so now we're going to take those nice, slow, gentle, easy breaths. And we're going to shower our Creator with gratitude. We're going to do that by just saying Om 3 times. So we'll take a nice deep breath and just think about how grateful you are. And now we're going to go into the heart and the brain coherence experience. So take this time to slow down your breath and quiet all your thoughts. And feel into that feeling of gratitude, of love. And feel that beautiful frequency of love and gratitude just bubbling up out of your heart, bubbling up out through your fingers and your toes. And just feel that energy going out across the universe to all the beings. Just feel that going into every single expression of love and loveliness that expresses as living beings. And as we come back, just think about that Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Chanting.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. That's what we're here radiating out. We feel it and we share it. So I'm going to ask Charlie if he can share our beautiful declaration.
I would be glad to. At this time of night, we say our declaration, which is that we declare there's peace on earth because we know deep down inside of us that there is, and we declare that it comes from inside of us. So we're going to count down 3, 2, 1 and say it all together. 3, 2, 1.
We declare
declare
that there is peace on earth.
on
And we
earth.
declare
And
that peace begins inside of us.
Word us. So it is.
And so it is.
Forever and
Forever.
Amen.
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 And we've been doing this for 1,065 days now as a group known as
The
Peace for
peace. Peace.
Yes, that would be us.
That would be us. We're all peace for peace
Peace.
here. So Catherine is a P.
Yep.
Is a P. Chris is a P.
Yep.
Charlie is a P. Gracie is a P. I'm a P. Marlene's a P. Isabel's a P. And everyone else out there
It's a peace.
are a P for
Peace.
peace. So one question. Wouldn't you like to be a P?
Peace too.
And we can all be peace for peace. And we'll bring peace to the earth. Love you all and be kind. Now it's Gracie's turn.
Yes, and each night we know that nature too rings loud and clear of the purpose that we are all rooting for, and that is peace on earth. And the hills are alive with the sound of
the chant.
and the spring
The peace.
and the smile on
Our
face.
faces.
Because peace is coming around.
On the one chant.
When we chant.
Peace is coming
Around
When we
Peace,
chant.
peace is
the
Smiles on people's
The faces.
peace is coming
From
around
a
and
corner when we dance.
and be
Kind.
kind.
Rain.
Thank you. Wow.
Oh, it's so fun when we're all together. I'm so grateful for everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We are excited that tomorrow we'll all be together again with our Mama P. We'll get to maybe hear a little bit about Sharon. I hope Sharon maybe will come in and share a little bit about her wonderful celebration. And let's just keep on keeping on, remembering that we do radiate peace and love and harmony, and that every second that we spend in focused attention on seeing a world that works for all, a loving and kind and gentle world, we are adding to the light and taking the power away from the illusion. Every time we strengthen this idea, we weaken the illusion. So let's keep up, keeping on. I love you so much. Don't be fooled again. No appearances, no illusions. Only love is real. And we'll end with
Namaste.
Namaste, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.
Goodbye. Good night.